So I want to speak with you about unbusying your life. Already, especially within the Western world, so to speak, we have these structures and success templates that have been given to us in terms of how we should be living our lives a certain way in order to be successful. And ultimately, there are no cookie cutter models for the unique design that each person has. But I'm going to say to you that in this newer progression of what's ensuing in terms of the evolution of who we are and the way we're supposed to be living and optimizing our experiences, busyness is not in the mix. So you have to be intentional about discovering what is your way, your truth, and your life code, so to speak, to understand what type of life you need to be living. And meaning your work, your family time, all of these things don't need to fall into kind of a system of chores. Because really that's what we've been operating off of, is really just a human doing system versus a human being system. All right. And the beingness is where we get to live a certain way. We get to be who we're here to be versus having to do so much. And whether you're working a 9 to 5 job, or you've got um, all these different activities that are really having a lot of unproductivity in our lives for the greater good, and they don't really enhance our lives the way that they could. And because again, we've been giving these templates to say, here's what it's supposed to look like, for you, and this is what the quote unquote American dream is, and this is how you live your best life. But again, anything to me that really keeps you out of fully living is not the way to go. And so all of these different structures that have been in place over time really aren't serving the greater expansion and evolution of not just the human race, but you as an individual. So I want you to be very intentional. I'm not here to give you a formula to say, here's how you need to do it. You're going to have to be present for yourself, but I'm just inviting you and initiating, evoking, if you will, that you become intentional about unbusying yourself. Because when you are so busy with all of the dynamics of life, trust me, you are missing the divine details that are going to be extremely important. All of this busyness is nothing but a distraction from your divine destiny and you being able to take dominion and authority over your template of optimum living. So again, I want you to be present and just say, what does an unbusy life, what does an aligned life look like for me? What is my best life optimization experience? And again, I've already told you that that's not going to consist of you having all these things that are keeping you so busy and so over occupied in things that at the end of the day are really not going to matter as much as we think that they do. So that's just something I want you to be present with, is take time to just figure out, how can you unbusy yourself during this time so that you don't miss your divine destiny.